The next step is to get your walls attached to the base, which would be the extra clay that you should have left over from cutting out the wall. You'll score the clay. I'm not adding slip here because I am doing this all in one work session, but if it takes you more than one day, then definitely I would advise to add some slip to that just to make sure it stays secure. Look at it from above. Make sure it is as perfectly round as possible. So you shouldn't have like an egg shape or an oval shape. You should have the walls in a circular shape. Now, I'm using a needle tool for this next step. You can also use a fettling knife. You're going to be holding your tool as parallel or straight up as possible. Try not to angle the tool inwards. It does feel kind of awkward. It's a little tricky cutting, holding that straight, but just, do your best as you're cutting. At this point, we need to attach the wall to the base. So I'm taking a rounded modeling tool and I'm gently pressing the modeling tool into the spot where the wall meets the base. This will be compressing the clay. So notice I'm doing this really fluidly. I'm not scratching. I'm not moving really quickly. And I am turning it 1/4 turn each time. That way I'm not holding the tool awkwardly and trying to make my way the whole way around and end up getting off track. From there, you're going to be flipping your cylinder upside down, and we need to get the exterior joint welded together. You can do this a couple ways. If you're able to smooth with just your fingers, like I'm starting to here, that's fine. But maybe this is on your second or third day of work and you're noticing the clay is drier than you'd like. So using a modeling tool and gently, with just enough pressure, smearing the clay together. So we're fusing the wall to the floor. Don't overdo it. You don't want to be smoothing out too much of your texture. And again, notice I'm moving this 1/4 turn. You could also sit this on a banding wheel. It would make things easier as you work. So keep going until the wall and the floor look as if they are one. You should not see an obvious gap where the wall meets the floor. At this point, you might also need to use the flat edge of a rib. So I'm scraping some excess clay away because I noticed it wasn't as round as I wanted it to be. So as you're looking at the bottom of this, it should be as close to a perfect circle as possible. Do any adjustments you need to do to get it to that point. And then take whatever item you'd use to create your texture and you can fill in spots that ended up getting smoothed out from joining the wall to the base. Here I'm just going back over with that seashell I had used to make the texture continue onto the bottom. And when you flip your cylinder back over to be upright, make sure it is round, so look at it from above. Do any adjusting that you need to do. You can also grab a jar and go back and kind of reset that rim, that opening, to keep it round. And then finishing steps, if the rim is a little bit more uneven, you can use the rasp as long as the clay is leather hard. You can also